What's up, everyone? Eduardo here. I hope you're having a blessed day today. If you're not, I hope I can cheer you up today. I hope I can provide my knowledge of what I've learned to you guys, so you guys can go apply it and go get them deals. Go get that money. Let's get right into the video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 price objections I faced when wholesale real estate. Let's get to it.
Comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, bling, bling, got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling, patent pockets. You take the dollar, dollar, can a damn soul stop it.
Number 1, the price is too low. The price is too low. I want more for the house. When the seller says this prior to this, you must have built rapport. So you must have found out the motivation of the seller. Why are they looking to sell? The condition of the house, which is one of the important ones to handling this objection. The time frame of when you're looking to sell, and the price, which is usually when you get there, is when they say the price is too low once you throw them your offer. You want to leverage the rapport building you must have built prior to this. For example, let's say if the house, needs a new roof, needs new flooring, needs a paint in the walls, the air doesn't work, whatever it is, you want to write down a list of repairs. And if the seller tells you the price is too low, this is how you want to handle it. Well, Mr. Seller, or Mr. John, we're gonna use John throughout this video as an example. We're gonna use that, and this is how I handle it. Well, Mr. John, if you fix blank list of repairs, this is when you state the list of repairs you must have built report in the condition phase of report building, and then state the list of repairs. So if it's the roof, be like, well, Mr. John, if the roof was in perfect condition, if it's the air, if it's the tiling, the painting the walls, well, Mr. John, if the property was in good conditions, if the roof was all right, if the AC system was working, if the toilet was working, or whatever it is, I might be able to do that. Number 2, when they say, what's your offer, and they're just pressuring you, what's your offer, what's your offer, what's your offer. To all my cold callers, you probably know what I'm talking about. To handle it, you want to make it as relatable as possible to the seller, to something they bought previously. I usually use the car analogy. You can use, the shoe analogy as well. Basically anything that seller can relate to, and, understand where you're coming from. So this is how I handle it. I usually be like, well, Mr. John, this is kind of like buying a car, right? You take a look at it, you ask a couple questions, and then you check, and then you see if it might be the right fit for you, right? And they usually say, well, what questions do you have? And then this is when you go out, and then you ask those 4 questions. You ask for them. You gotta vet them out. You gotta look for the motivation, look for the condition of the property, look for the time frame. When are they looking to sell? And last but not least, the price. Objection number 3, tell me your offer. This one's kind of similar to the previous objection of what's your offer. When they say tell me your offer, it's usually when towards the end, so towards the price phase of the vetting out or report building. When they say tell me your offer and they're just not budging at all, this is how you want to handle this objection. They just don't budge. They don't want to throw the offer, because remember, whoever throws the offer first loses. So this is how you want to handle it. You want to be like, well, Mr. John, would you take $1 for it? And you gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, the seller is gonna think you're being for real, and he'll probably curse you out, or kick you out of his house. It's not gonna be a nice experience. So you gotta remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You gotta say it in a laughing tone. So you gotta be like, I'm gonna say it one more time. When they say, tell me your offer, you gotta be like, well, Mr. John, would you take $1 for it? And they'll usually say, hell no, heck no, I'm not taking $1 for it. Are you crazy or whatever? And then you keep on saying, well, will you take $2 for it? And you keep on doing this till eventually they give you a number. Objection number 4, I need X amount to do X amount. I need 200,000 to go on vacation with my family to Paris or whatever, to New Jersey, whatever it is. This is how you want to handle it. You got to be respectful, because you're dealing with people's wants at this moment, and you know they're usually in an emotional state when they say this. So you want to be very careful of what you say and how you say it. This is how I handle this objection. Number 1, you got to agree with the seller, right? Number 1 rules of selling: agree with the seller. Like, I understand, Mr. John, that you need, let's say, 200,000 to go on that vacation to with your family to Paris. Let's see what the house can afford, and I'll see what I can do. Remember, you're dealing with people's emotions. You got to be very careful of what you say and how you say it, and you will succeed. Number 5, Zillow says my house is worth X amount. Why are you offering me less? You want to handle it. You want to say, there's actually 2 ways of handling it. 2 ways of how I handle it. The first one is, Zillow actually 2 years ago, used to buy properties at the Zestimate and would charge 10 to 12%. This didn't work. They went out of business. It didn't work. It's a Zestimate. You gotta make it clear that what Zillow says the price is, that's a Zestimate. Estimate is not an offer. So you gotta be polite about it, and educate them. Number 2, when they say Zillow says my house is worth 200,000, why you offer me 150, or why you offer me 100? It's like, I don't want to handle it. Remember, prior to this, you must have built rapport. This is how I handle it. Well, from what you've told me, Mr. John, and from the walkthrough, I agree the property could be worth 200,000 if it was in perfect conditions. But from what you told me and from what I've seen, I don't think we're in that situation. That's how you want to handle it, exactly like that.